Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is going to be a card draw from the Glory to Ukraine Tarot. I'm going to drive back in a couple hours, not too long from now, to go back to my hotel. But I figured I would pop in. The card that I drew is the Hierophant, which is a card that's in the Major Arcana. And there were other cards that stood out to me because I shuffled a couple of times and I got some other clarifying cards. And from two decks, the first one was from the Buckland Romani, and then I took out the Glory to Ukraine. The Buckland and Romani Tarot came in. I'm sorry, I hope I said Buckland Romani Tarot came in today because I had it delivered to my parents' house, and my godbrother lives in the same state as them, and he's visiting my godmother, so I got the things that I delivered to them finally, and I'm really excited. So in both decks, the Wheel of Fortune came out. They're also Major Arcana, and the Ace of Wands came out of the Buckland Romani. The Three of Swords came out of the Glory to Ukraine Tarot. And I did get the deck and my backpack from Ukraine, and I'll show it in another video. But I feel like this is an important card to have because it definitely gives the impression of give and take and the leadership role in the archetype, because we go through different archetypes of the shepherd. There's a folktale YouTube channel that I enjoy watching. They're like cartoons, and I'll see if I could find which video it is, but it's a video where it's a story of parents that have 3 little boys, and this shepherd came to the father and asked if he could have one of the sons to be I suppose an apprentice to him, and the father agreed. So he calls on his 3 sons, and 2 of them are the older ones, and they're asked to cross with the sheep to going over like a body of water, and there's something mystical and spiritual about it. And the 2 older sons were thinking practically of how to evade certain obstacles that were there when crossing and getting to the destination and doing the things in a way that they thought would suit the situation best. But they didn't do it the way that the shepherd wanted them to do it. And the 3rd son, the youngest one, ended up doing exactly what the shepherd said, because there's that sense of I suppose still having that innocence there where you don't really see and experience as much in the world. For some cases, it's definitely on an individual basis. But the little boy did exactly what it was, even though it didn't quite make sense with the directions and the way that life works to do those things. So I'll have to find the video so it's a better reference. But the youngest got chosen, and that ended up to be like a follower of God. So he took the earnings, gave it to the family, said the final goodbye, and then followed on this new path. And I thought that that was a sweet rendition of some biblical references and seeing the different perspectives from other parts of the world. So with the give and take, sometimes when we do things, there's a type of gratification that either isn't as obvious to other people but is obvious to us. Maybe if you go into the priesthood or being a nun. I know when I went to private school, they had these, the job fairs, but instead it was like you would go to I believe it's like the nunnery that was next door to or adjacent to the building that was the high school, and that would, like you could tour it, and like you'd spend the day with them and give more validation for you if that's something that you wanted to do. And I'm not saying it needs to be that specifically. It could be with anything in your life, not just for religious reasons, but there's also a point of having faith in the situation that you're in. I know that the other day there was an umbrella at the corner that had more of symbolism for me, I suppose, and the umbrella it was blue and yellow, and I just got the image of like somebody waiting there, like their bags were already packed, and like it was like the energy like I'm ready to go. And it felt like it's a song that I said in an earlier video when I started to do the Ukrainian videos. It's the script "Man That Can't Be Moved," and that's kind of the impression that it was giving. So with the faith of it all, and even the self-confidence and the with you being your own catalyst or your own source in that way, you can get inspiration from different parts of your life. But I guess I'll give a little bit of an example. So I'm applying, and my career advisor is applying to different jobs for me because I'm moving to the UK. And I am a little picky about it because there were things that popped up, but my email is filled with rejection emails of the jobs that I didn't get. And it's not going to sway me, and it's not going to take my confidence away or something that comes from myself. Like, my confidence doesn't come from whether or not I got the job from this specific company. So my confidence doesn't come from the amount of views that I get, because I know who I am, I know what I do, I know what I can do, I know where my growth is, and I know what things can be, and there's a lot of hope there too, and I do have a strong sense of self. There's that sense of unyielding faith that comes from this. And I feel like this is an important card to remember. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry. Like, whenever I go into these tangents, I just kind of put the phone wherever. So I wasn't paying attention to if it was even on the card for most of the time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you in another video.